Love, in its deepest form, often moves unseen. It does not shout, nor does it demand recognition. Instead, it exists like the wind that rustles the leaves, present but unnoticed. Buddhism and Zen philosophy teach that true love is free from attachment, expectations, and the need for reciprocation. It is a silent force, acting through selfless gestures, unnoticed sacrifices, and quiet support. Many people believe that love must be loud, visible, and proclaimed. But what if the truest love is the one you never realized was there? What if someone has loved you deeply, not through words, but through actions so subtle that they slipped past your awareness? This exploration of silent love will take us through Buddhist wisdom, Zen philosophy, and real-life stories to reveal the hidden ways in which love manifests. In Zen Buddhism, love is often described as a flowing river, nourishing, life-giving, but never trying to possess. This contrasts with the common human desire to hold on tightly, fearing loss. The ego seeks acknowledgement, but the heart that loves in secret understands that love, in itself, is enough. There once was a man who lived in a small village. He was not remarkable in any way, neither wealthy nor famous, but he possessed a love so deep that it remained hidden even from the person he loved the most. For many years, he cared for a woman who never knew of his devotion. He ensured she was safe, leaving small hints of his presence. A scarf left on a bench where she often sat on cold mornings, a meal delivered anonymously when she was sick, a helping hand during difficult times, never asking for recognition. One night, as she walked home alone, unaware of the silent protector following at a distance, a storm began to rage. She never noticed the man who braved the cold to ensure her safety, nor did she know that he watched over her home from afar to make sure she was warm. To him, love was not about possession or acknowledgement. It was about giving freely. Years later, she would look back on her life and realize that love had always been there, hidden in the smallest of details. But by then, the silent guardian was gone, his love never spoken, only felt in echoes of kindness. This story illustrates a fundamental Zen teaching. True love does not seek validation. It gives and expects nothing in return. The deepest love often functions in the background, unseen but ever present. How many times have we received kindness without knowing its source? How often do we overlook the quiet presence of those who care for us? There are people in our lives who quietly ensure our well-being without our knowledge. A father who wakes up early to check the locks on the doors. A friend who listens more than they speak. A mentor who guides without ever asking for credit. Love does not always come in grand gestures. Sometimes it is in the unnoticed efforts that make life a little easier. Zen teaches that love is like the roots of a tree, hidden beneath the earth, unseen, but holding the tree upright against the fiercest storms. Just because something is invisible does not mean it is not powerful. The truest form of love is found in attention. When someone remembers how you like your tea, the way you hum when you're happy, or the words you struggle to say, they are showing a love deeper than mere words can express. In Buddhist teachings, awareness is the highest form of care. To truly see someone, to understand their joys and pains without them needing to explain, is an act of love in itself. There is a story of a mother who, despite her own hunger, always gave the best portion of food to her children. She never mentioned her sacrifice. She never asked for gratitude. This is the essence of Buddhist compassion, giving without attachment to reward. In Zen philosophy, it is said, "The sun does not shine to be thanked. It shines because it must." True love follows the same path. Silent love is beautiful, but it is also painful. Many people who love in secret endure the sorrow of never being seen, never hearing a thank you, and never knowing if their love was appreciated. However, Zen teaches us that love, when pure, is not about being acknowledged, but about the act itself. A Zen master once said, "The flower does not bloom to be admired. It blooms because it is its nature." Similarly, those who love deeply often do so because love is their essence. A young boy grew up in a poor household, never truly understanding the sacrifices his father made. His father worked long hours, coming home late and tired, never speaking much. The boy, in his youthful ignorance, believed his father did not care. Years later, after his father had passed, the son found an old, worn-out notebook. Inside, he discovered a record of every sacrifice his father had made. Extra shifts worked to pay for school books, sleepless nights spent worrying over the smallest of expenses, and a note written years ago that simply read, "I hope he never has to struggle the way I did." Only then did he realize the depth of love his father had given him, silently, without recognition or expectation. How can we begin to recognize those who love us in silence? Notice the quiet ones. The ones who are always there, without asking for anything in return, often love the most. Look at actions, not words. Love is not always spoken. It is found in gestures, sacrifices, and small acts of care. Remember who stood by you in difficult times. The ones who helped without being asked are often those who love you most. Understand that love does not always seek recognition. Some love remains hidden because it is pure and free of ego. If you realize it too late, be grateful. Even if you never got to say thank you, honor their love in your heart. Love, in its truest form, transcends time, recognition, and attachment. It does not need to be acknowledged to be real. Like the moon that silently influences the tides, or the wind that moves without a name, the deepest love is often the one we never see. If you have ever been loved in silence, take a moment to be grateful. And if you are someone who loves quietly, know that your love, even if unseen, is never wasted. As Buddhism teaches, a single act of true kindness ripples through the universe.